Okay, we are ready to begin our news conference with Red Raiders of Texas Tech with head coach Mark Adams. Student athletes tonight are Marcus Santos Silva and Bryson Williams. Coach, we'll call on you first for comments.
Just want to begin by congratulating Kansas. They've got a great team, a great coaching staff, great program, and you know, they make us better every time we play them. They're a team that's extremely difficult to prepare for, and you know, wish we had 2 or 3 days to do that. They're just they play at a really great pace, and they have a lot of players that you know that do certain things extremely well. But I thought in these circumstances, I thought our guys were just did the best we could and played extremely hard. And these guys that I'm coaching are, you know, they've all got tears in their eyes, and this hurts, and we'll learn from this, and hopefully it'll help us get ready for the NCAA tournament.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Let's go to questions now for Marcus or Bryson. Guys, first question will go on your left here in the middle.
Bryson, what do you feel y'all learned during this process, just getting to the championship game and kind of learning how to fight through things?
Main thing we learned is that every possession matters. I mean, we've been knew that, but I mean, it's just that much more emphasis on it in the tournament play, and I mean, any game you play in March, just how important every possession is and how much you got to value every possession.
Marcus, with you coming back for another year, what do you feel you kind of helped this team do, just not only getting to the conference championship, but then still the story that is going to be probably in the NCAA tournament?
Can you say that again, please?
Just you return for another year. What do you feel is the story for right now that you've helped kind of write with Texas Tech as they got to the conference championship?
Basically, no one to sleep on us. Before the season started, people doubted us. They had us, I think, in 6th in the standings, and then also they didn't have us in the tournament. But just showing that we all could fight and just proved people wrong this year. No one thought at the beginning of the year that we would make it to the Big 12 championship and probably get a high seed in the tournament. So just proving a lot of people wrong.
Bryson, how important was David McCormick to Kansas, and how difficult was it to kind of defend him tonight?
I mean, he was a huge emphasis for Kansas. I mean, they made sure that they got him the ball inside and utilized him well. And I mean, he played hard. He played well. He played a really good game. And I mean, he's a big load down there in the post, and he can go over both shoulders. I mean, that's really hard to guard, especially tournament play. You feed that anytime. I mean, it was a sure basket. So, I mean, hats off to him. He played well, and they did a good job utilizing him in this game tonight.
Okay, we will stay on the left here for let's stay over here and then we'll come back. No question? All right, then we'll go over here on the right.
Coach, you kind of alluded to it before, but you know, I guess kind of looking back at the OU game when you mentioned how you learn about your team and what they can do in the NCAA championship, how quickly do you have to shake this loss off? And I guess what did you learn about your team right before March?
Well, it's two totally different games, but you know, last night we learned about with OU that you know we can still play ugly and find a way to win. And I thought we played much better today, and we had much more pace, and I thought there were a lot better possessions on both ends of the floor. We played a really good offense team, and I thought our defense was very good. The first half, we held them under 40%. That's very challenging to do and difficult against Kansas. Second half, it wasn't quite as good, but you know, we played a team that was really fast today, and last night it was slow. So a lot of contrast here. It's kind of tough to get ready for those two type of teams, but that's what you're going to get in the NCAA tournament. Just have a little time to prepare. So this will help us. I thought we improved in this game. I was impressed with a lot of things that we did, and I appreciate our guys' toughness, and they continue to fight. One of the obvious things is we got to make our free throws, and that was and we got to get the foul line more. I think it was a big difference in this game. We got to finish, got to find out ways to get better at drawing fouls and finishing those, and then making the free throws.
Other questions? Okay, here on the left, in the middle.
Mark, just kind of asking the same question I asked Marcus. certainly you guys have been on this upward ascent. You've been part of it. What do you feel this team has kind of added to that chapter, to what you all have been able to do the last several years?
Well, it's, new guys, totally different guys, different experiences, and, the one thing that is consistent is we have a great fan base, got a great administration, high expectations that Red Raiders, the fans, the administration, we all want to win, and this group came in here, embraced those expectations, and they're on their own journey, and they're doing great, and they've already, I think, made huge strides in getting to the finals, and these guys get tons of credit, and they work really hard for it, and I'm proud of them, proud of these guys, and hey, we're not finished. I can promise you that we're not finished.
Ending with that, just with the NCAA tournament selection show tomorrow, I guess, what do you feel this team has shown the selection committee so far with the wins and just the way you all played so far?
Yeah, I don't. I would hope they would. It would help us in a lot of ways. We're number one in the country in defense, and then getting to the finals of a very, very tough Big 12 conference. I'd hope that would, give us some momentum. But we'll see what happens. We have no control over that. We'll take where we can go and what seeding that is and who we're playing, and we're ready to get in the NCAA tournament and hopefully, do well.
Last one from me, Bryson, Marcus, just your perspective on being able to get to the NCAA tournament and just your feelings going to that.
It's always a blessing to be able to go into postseason play and go into the NCAA tournament. Me personally, this is my first time ever going in my college career. So we're very excited. And like Coach Adams said, we got still a lot of basketball to play, and we're not finished. We got a lot of guys in the locker room that's learning from this and feeling that loss from a championship, and guys that are hungry off this. So, we just using this as fuel to the fire and going to stay hungry and just be ready to bounce back.
Did you want Marcus to respond? Okay, you're good. Okay, next on the inside aisle, left side.
Coach, you got the chance to coach Division I a long time ago, back at UT Pan American. What did you learn from that experience that you carried with you this year?
I tell a lot of my colleagues, and they feel the same way. Coaching's coaching. When I was in junior college or NEI Division II and on the lower Division I, it's something I enjoy. I just feel very blessed. I get to be around these young men, and hopefully some way can make a positive influence in their life. But these are two great guys here, and we just love this team, and it's a great experience. But I love the game, have passion for basketball like these two guys do, and I think that there's on this level it's maybe a little more stress, and a few more people maybe notice and care a little bit about it. But it's still it's still basketball.
Any other questions for Coach or the two guys? Okay, here in the middle, right side.
Hey, Coach, 18-0 at home. You won so many big games this year, more wins than anybody as a first-year coach at Texas Tech, first time in the championship game in 17 years. Just talk about the blessing, and now another blessing as you head into this tournament next week.
Yeah, thanks. Pete. Yeah, we coming off this loss, we're pretty down about it. But you're exactly right. We're just so excited about the confidence that these guys have in our home court. That win streak there and being undefeated and the great fan base we have, and I'm very, very blessed and thankful that I get to be here and coach these guys at school I truly love, and just so excited that I get to lead this group and represent Texas Tech. And again, we're, winning as many games as we have with these guys, it just says a whole lot about them. We've got the resume, we feel like to be, very competitive all the way to the national championship, and that's our goal. So won 25 games and have, we're going to get a good seed, hopefully, 2 or 3 seed along with that, and played the toughest teams, fortunate to beat Baylor twice, and then, which is a huge accomplishment, and play Kansas as close as we did for all 3 games. So it gives us a lot to build on and be confident about as we move into the tournament.
Any other questions? Coach, we will let you go back to the locker room and prepare for next week. Congratulations on a terrific season, and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Marcus and Bryson, for coming.